Hello, I'm Sonia Wood, and I'm going to share with you a book that I have written for you. It's called From Chronic and Terminal Illness to Abundant Life. I wrote this book in an attempt to share with you the profound lessons that we learned through the valley of suffering and illness specifically. I've written two other books, Healing Love and Jesus the Author, which are more broadly speaking about actual suffering. But this is about illness and what we learned through the valley of illness. On the back cover, John 11:4, this sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that the Son of God might be glorified thereby. That is the hope of this book, that God will be glorified, and also that you will be supported and helped by whatever you can glean from it. I'll read on. The sickness and disease described in this book did not end in death, but rather in abundant life. It is our hope that God will be glorified through the sharing of this testimony of our journey to wellness. We also hope that what is contained herein will bring hope, help, and support to you. I also need to share this scripture with you that I put right in the front of the book. It was a time of extreme desperation, and God gave me the scripture. Isaiah 58, verse 11. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail. I held on to that scripture. It helped me in my time of extreme weakness to know that one day I would rise up, whether that be rise up to go to be with Him or rise up to continue in the work He's called me to here. I'm going to go through the chapter titles to give you an idea of what's contained in here. I started with a brief medical history of our daughter and son. Both of them had chronic illness. And as I've said, this book is most specifically focusing on illness and what we learned from it. A brief medical history of my journey through cancer. I shouldn't really say brief because it actually was a very long and very many years of a journey through cancer. Part 3 is first steps to abundant health. Part 4, support systems, and then further steps to abundant health. The herbalist and the journey to abundant health never ends. That I can testify to today. I wrote this book many years ago, and still year by year or day by day, we are learning to take further steps day by day to abundant health. A little story called Bobby's Victory is in here. And then detoxifying the home, organic vegetable garden and our daily diet, the do's and don'ts list, herbal therapies and introducing Dr. Lorraine Day. There's a bit about Dr. Lorraine Day in here because I watched her videos and at the time of my illness, and it was very significant to my healing. Pain management, and then some further publications by myself and our daughter Missy. I'm hoping that reading through the content is going to give you an idea of what's contained in this little book and that you hopefully will find it helpful. So I'm not going to go into any further detail of the actual book or of my testimony of illness myself and our children because I've put it all in this book for you. So let me just close with Proverbs 3 verse 5. Lean on, trust in, and be confident in the Lord with all your heart and mind, and do not rely on your own insight or understanding. Go to Him. Have some tea. I've already had some tea poured from previously, but I'm just going to top it up. While I have some tea with you, I'd like to ask that if you do read this book and you have found it to help you in any way, if you could just email us and let us know. We just would like to see if there is the fruit of this book that we desire, and that is to help and support others that are also traveling through a difficult time.